quickly destroy the Archaeotech engine.
That thing could be done hastily and prudently, Brother Barakiel.
So answers an apothecary.
I'm in place.
I am in place.
The Xenos are uncounted.
In position.
Waypoint reached. All die.
Hey everybody. Let's see. Yep, mic's working. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. We are going to be doing some heavy stuff here tonight, and it's probably going to take a while, so that's why I'm starting now. We got the Raveners all done. You can check them out on the shorts, as well as on, well, not on Instagram. I did it on shorts, but you can check that out. You can also see my Red Terror that I mentioned in a previous video. But what we're going to be doing is, I'm just trying to get myself some music here, is let's see. There we go. Anyway, we're going to be magnetizing these 4 Carnifexes that I have here, so that we have the weapon options. Now, I'll be honest, I can honestly say I don't know when I might use a venom can or anything, because to me Carnifex is the epitome of the screamer killer, like, you know, the out of print metal ones that I have. And you know, but I mean, if it was a matter of points cost or something like that, I mean, who knows? I mean, I just, in my mind, the Carnifex is the screamer killer, not carrying all these weapon loadouts and stuff like that. The one thing I'm not going to magnetize, though, is going to be this top carapace piece here. I don't care enough about that. I mean, if I really want to, I barely put a little bit of glue on there. I can always get that off. But the more I thought about it, I don't like the look of it. And when I go to paint these guys, I don't want that. I mean, I've got a different carapace top for old One Eye, who's downstairs and assembled, but that's just because I did it kind of like, you know, a battle damage type thing or whatever, even though I think it's only a spore cyst or whatever the carapace is up top, I forget. But anyway, I can tell you that I've never done this before, but I have a general idea or plan, and we are going to do everything we can to do this. Why does that look so small? And this is from the Carnifex deal. Okay, so I put in a little bit bigger magnet here because I felt like I needed something. I just didn't want things drooping, you know what I mean? Maybe we don't need a magnet at that big. Let me see what else I got here. Well, that would appear to be the smallest that I have as far as that is concerned, but I'm wondering if I couldn't get away with something. Yeah, okay, we're gonna fish this one out because there's no point in wasting these magnets or this one.
Harbor. Blue Carnifex.
Yep, 4 of them. So yeah, we're gonna fish this out, and or attempt to. I think we can get it out though. There we go. And I'm fishing it out from the bottom, obviously, so that way there's no you won't really see any marks that I make. Okay, well, I guess it was probably could have looked at that ahead of time and I didn't, so that's okay. That leaves these right here for bigger stuff, which I'm completely fine with. Oops. Like I said, I'm not exactly, I really can't think when I'm going to use a venom cannon or here's my thing, okay? The reason that I'm not real big on this kind of stuff right here, besides, like I said earlier, where this just doesn't scream, no pun intended, Carnifex to me, is I'm a big proponent of more bullets or more swarm. or horde, if you will. So by saving points cost on something like this, well, there's some more, you know, troops, if you will, or some kind of upgrade or whatever. So actually, what I think I'm going to do, just to save time here, because I really want to get these guys done, I'm going to go ahead and outfit these dudes as I'm not going to magnetize. I'm going to outfit these guys as screamer killers for now. I'm going to rethink. I may need to buy the magnets that I really want, because I'm pretty sure I do not have the ones that I need. I think I'm out. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm out of them. Whoops. Let's knock over our water. Thank goodness it's in a thermos, right? Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna forego that. Good thing I didn't put it in the title, right?
I run one with all Talong and one with twin devourers.
Oh yeah? How does that work out for you? I mean, I'm not a meta guy or competitive player. I just, you know, narrative kind of playing. But what's your opinion on it? Like, how does it work for you? I'm all ears. Let's get these tails put on here.
Searle Harbor. Devourers were fun last codex, and Intalons is a cheap monster.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be putting. I'm gonna make these guys, you know, into the whole screamer killer deal. For now, I'm just gonna lightly glue them on, not real heavy. That way, if I change my mind or if I get the magnets before it's time to paint, it'll be easy to just pop them right off. But that being said, once these Carnifexes are done, the only things that I have left for the Tyranid army is, or are, 6 Venom Thropes / Zone Thropes, which will be magnetized, because I'm not buying Zone Thropes or whatever, either or, just to have both.
Searle Harbor. Not sure if Enhanced Senses and Twin Devourers is still good, but Tyranids were short of good cheap shooting platforms.
True. True. So yeah, we'll have the 6 Venom Thropes. We've got the 3 Trigons. I mean, technically we have 4, but I'm trying to remember what I was gonna do with the 4th one. We have 3 Tervagons / Tyrannofexes, which will be magnetized. And actually, I will need those bigger magnets over there for that, for sure. Not that I don't have a bunch, but every magnet counts, right? Let's see here. We have 2 Tyranid primes to build, kit bash and build, and I have 2 of the old Rhino Carnifexes that are kind of screamer killer-ish as well. But I was thinking about trying to turn them into exocrines for the weapons that I'm not going to use for the Tyrannofexes. The only thing is, I don't really like how it looks, and I don't think it's quite big enough. So I think I may just put them back to screamer killer and in the out of print pile, or out of print army, and go from there. Let's see what else. Oh, we got a kit bash the Damikaran or Damikaran, however the hell you say it. That's got to be kit bashed. So we'll have one of those, and we might be doing the Parasite of, damn, what was the name of that place? Starts with an M. Can't remember. But that'll, you know, kit bash as well. So that being said, all of that being said, all this stuff's drying. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out their claws and stuff here. But yeah, we're almost done with this Tyranid army, or both the Tyranid armies, put it that way. Actually, we don't need to sit that there. I need to see. Let's see here. The only problem is these guys did not come with enough. I don't think these guys came with enough claws. Or did they? Because we've got the little ones here. And then we've got some big ones here. So I guess the big ones would go up front, I would imagine. Because these would be the scything talons. The instructions only show one pair, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm assuming there might be a ready reference out there online. Let's see real quick. Games Workshop. I could just go there, I guess. Let's see. Here we go. Carnifex Brood. Those look like the claws are the same size to me. The big ones are definitely in the front. We can say that. But they're not really showing. Hell, that one even looks like. I don't know. I need to find a better picture is what I need to do. Let's see here if I can get around all my working stuff here. Carnifex 40K. Okay. There's the old Screamer Killer.
Cyril Harbor. Justy checked Battle Scribe and it looks like Hive Tyrants with claws are gone.
Really? Well, I don't know how the hell they can do that. I mean, let me think here. I don't know.
Cyril Harbor. Shame you'll have to proxy mine.
Yeah. Hey, do you know, or do you remember when you put your Carnifexes together, did it come with 4 sets of scything talons or no? Like the option to make the whole Screamer Killer, you know, 4-bladed Carnifex or no? I may have to actually take a look and see if we have enough. Because all these Carnifexes look like they have the Venom Cannon attached or the Barb Strangler. Although there's some here that have the Crushing Claws. But that's not really what I want. I don't like that look. I mean, it's not terrible, but... Alright, let's see what we got going here. We got 2 big ones here, 2 small ones here. We've got 2 big ones, or 2 small ones, 2 small ones. 2 big ones, 2 big ones, 2 big ones for the old gray one, and then... Do we have... Okay, looks like we got them all. So I would assume that the big ones would be in the front and the small ones in the back. Does that sound about right? That's what I'm thinking. Let's do a test fit here. Let's see how that looks. Doesn't look bad, and the leg or the arm doesn't get in the way. But then again, this, oh, here's one. It's got, looks like it's got the little ones up front and the big ones in the back. But I mean, that could be anything. There's big ones in the front and little ones in the back. Great job, Games Workshop. Great job. I really think the big ones go in the front. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Alright, big ones in the front. Let's work with the one we were working with.
Cyril Harbor. Yes, should be 2 claws with the heads and 2 claws with the guns spew-wise.
So did you put your bigger claws up front? It seems like that's how it would go, but I'm actually gonna mount this dude on his base real quick. Just the 1 foot, so that I can get back to it later and pop him off and do some building.
Cyril Harbor. I have 2 tucked in claws lower down.
2 tucked in claws lower down. I don't think I understand what you're saying.
Cyril Harbor. Are links cool?
Yeah, sure.
Cyril Harbor.
You might have to direct message it to me. Like a whisper. I don't know if it'll do it that way or not. I think I want this claw to go up more. Yeah, that looks better. You could also send the link on the Discord if you want. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here, wipe most of it off. Like that. So that we have just enough for it to stick, but we can pop it off later if we need to. Trying to think how I want this to be. 'Cause I don't really like. That'll work. Whoops.
Cyril Harbor. I've popped the link in the Discord.
Where'd you put it? General chat, or? I don't see it in general chat. Maybe artwork? Yep, there it is.
Cyril Harbor. Art.
Okay, I see what you got going on. Yeah. I like that better. I think I like that better. I'm gonna do that myself. There's just way too many claws in my Tyranid army that are up in the air, you know what I mean? make sure that we're not going to touch the ground though.
Searle Harbor. I'll just move my army, ouch.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. So, tell me why, because I really do like that. Tell me why you went with yellow and green. And am I correct to assume that you did the yellow and brown fade over the green? Because that means you probably painted a shit ton of yellow. Or had a hell of a time doing it, I mean.
Searle Harbor. I was just getting back into mini painting and I wanted to try out inks and I thought the color would be good for jungle bugs.
Right on. Nothing wrong with that at all. I can't wait to rebuild my jungle board. It's pretty cool. It's really not meant for like giant armies or anything. I did a lot of small scale stuff long before Kill Team was ever a thing, and I literally bought my Catachan jungle fighters and my Kroot army, like just Kroot, mainly for fighting in that jungle terrain. And then I find out, when did I buy this? Like 2 or 3 years ago. Whenever they re-released Lost Patrol, I bought that. And then I realized that they kind of sort of had what I had going on, except it wasn't, you know, the whole hexagon deal. What was going on with mine is I have pieces of foliage that you buy like at, you know, a craft store or whatever, hot glued to fender washers. And so the board is completely full of these things. Like, it looks like a thick jungle. And it's got some overhanging canopy and stuff like that. And then as you move your troops through, you pick up those pieces and just move them out of the way. But as the troops move past it, you put them back, so it stays thick. And I mean, you know, you had to deal, basically you were doing kind of night fighting rules as far as how far you could see through the bushes and all that stuff. It was great. Super freaking hard to play, for both sides. Flamers were like your favorite,
Searle
you know,
Harbor.
your friend.
But they are a tan color with a brown wash over the flesh bits and Vallejo Game Ink yellow and green on top. There's a pic of the full 600 point list on Insta too. That sounds like a cool board idea.
Pulling up your Instagram right now. Just followed you. I dig that spider. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that looks great, man. Your army looks pretty good. Definitely all tied in together. Oh, I see what you mean about the claws. I thought it was only one set, but yeah, dang. Is that a plastic one or a metal one? Hive Tyrant. Got your Death Leaper over there. Or Lictor, either one, I guess.
Searle Harbor. Metal Tyrant, but I printed the claws.
Really? Well, I mean, what other kind of print work do you do? Oh, look at those guys. Who is that? The Feudal Guard? Oh, dude. That green resin you've got for them. Have you ever made like any like Necron crystals at all in that color? Because all the stuff you can buy online is it's too bright. It doesn't have that dark hue like it needs. I mean, I realize some of that has to do with depth, but the Feudal Guard. That's gonna be neat. Bet you killed a lot of stuff with that Hive Tyrant. Hold on. Test scheme for the new guard army. Armor
Zero
plate's
Harbor.
almost done.
I haven't, but there's a Necron army in the pipeline. Just so many projects. The Hive Tyrant was a beast.
I like your Iron Warriors too. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. One day I'll get into 3D printing, but I kind of still want to wait for things to get ironed out and all that. Plus I got 2 little ones running around. I don't have a place to have that stuff without them getting, you know, into it and getting hurt. Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Let's get these guys put on bases. Actually, where is it? Hold on. I thought he had his own base, the one that he came with. I had to pop him off because I wasn't sure if I was going to turn him into something else as well. But I figure between
Zero Harbor. Honestly, the Photon Mono was a great little printer. I think they are around $170 now. I upgraded to a bigger one recently as I'm eventually wanting to print a Warhound.
yeah, that's why I want to buy a 3D printer. I want to print a warlord and a warhound. And if anybody ever makes a really good Imperator, I saw a picture out there one time, but I haven't seen it since. And I've got a friend that prints stuff for me at the moment, but he's a little busy, so he's got stuff that I'm waiting for him to get done printing. He made my 2 Deathcore Krieg Gorgons. They came out fairly nice. Oh, with 50 troops in each one. Like, I'll be able to remove them, you know, like if the troops deploy or whatever.
Zero Harbor. I do need to go back and add more aquarium plants to the bases, at some point.
I mean, they're not too bad. I mean, I don't know how much more you could put on there. I mean, without it, you know, obscuring your model, is what I mean to say. Alright. I'd like to put these adrenal glands, I think that's what this is right here. Is that an adrenal gland? I'd like to put that on there, but I don't know where the hell I'd put it.
Searle Harbor. The spike on the gland nestles into the hull in the front of the top armor plate YETI THX.
Oh, like right here?
Searle Harbor. Yeah.
I don't know if I want it there, 'cause as far as my paint job goes, what I'm planning on, seems like it might take away from it. This little instruction booklet I have doesn't have any of that stuff in it for whatever reason. I have been like cranking out Tyranids like crazy for the past week. 88 Hormagaunts, 150 Termagants, 21 Ripper Swarm bases, and I mean in addition to the Forge World ones I have, but 7 extra Raveners to go with the other 9. 15 Warriors and 20 Gargoyles. I think that's about it. Maybe. I don't know. All the other stuff is done, so.
Searle Harbor. Man, that's a proper swarm. My rippers are printed. Do you have anything painted up yet?
So, not anymore. If you look on my Twitter, I had my entire out of print army was fully painted, but I basically decided I didn't like the color scheme anymore, so I totally stripped the entire army. But on my Twitter, you can see the Hive Tyrant for that army. That, and I had another out of print Screamer Killer Carnifex, you know, metal one to go with the other 2 that were in the army, but it was painted so long ago, the whole army, like what was that, 2008. I was like, you know what, and I was stripping a bunch of stuff anyway. I was really excited how that was working out. And I just said screw it, and I just threw everything in the stripper and in the ultrasonic cleaner. I mean, my painting's, you know, a lot better than it used to be from way back when. And I mean, they weren't bad paint jobs at all, but now I've got an airbrush and all kinds of stuff. So, and the paint methods back then were different too. That's something I talked about on one of my streams or whatever. Was there used to be a time where it was back in 2003 that dry brushing an entire army, you know, like literally that's all you did was dry brush, not actual brush strokes, if you will, was, you know, the gold standard. And so I did an entire Salamander's army like that, and it came out really well, to include the edge highlighting and stuff. But, you know. Alright, let's see here. These are all the small ones. We're going to kick that back even more.
Searle Harbor. I like that scheme. Look like actual bugs.
And that's what I was going for. And if I'm not mistaken, that model, I'm trying to think. Pretty sure most of that is dry brushed as well. And that's the old metal hive tyrant as well. But I don't know, it looked good for the time, you know.
Searle Harbor. I keep seeing the coconut crab scheme with all the dots. It looks nice, but that's a lot of work.
Well, so that's kind of what I was gonna do, only not with the dots. I was gonna do like an actual coconut crab scheme, because there's no dots on a coconut crab, and they're also not all brown and orange like that. Or, you know, I mean, if you look at a real coconut crab, or if you've ever seen one in real life, none of them, they're not all the same color. Some are, you know, got blue tint, purple tint. You know, there's just various things, and that's what I kind of want to do with this army. Is I want to mix and match that as the undertone, you know, like your shadowed areas and stuff like that, and then, you know, play around with you know, the key to
Harbor. Coconut crabs are just Tyranids. They are scary.
Yeah, but they won't hurt you. That's the thing. They won't hurt you at all. They're just massive. But what was I trying to say? What the hell was I saying? Oh, so instead of the dots are there to, you know, obviously you probably already know this, to break up the line of the three different colors. Whereas the actual coconut crab does not have dots. It has more of a dash at the raised edges, if you will, on the legs and things like that. And I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I mean, we'll see. You know, I might change my mind. Who knows? Because I've been coming across a lot of other schemes lately that have nothing to do with the coconut crab scheme, and I like it. My out of print models, I'm actually toying with the idea of doing the same paint job with them, or them becoming a second Tyranid army, because they're not as large as this one. Because I've got hive crones, I've got a hierophant, you know, all this, you know, winged tyrant, all that stuff. I thought about, because of the nature of the old Hormagaunts, maybe just getting some of that color shift paint and turning them into a Geiger style, you know, army. The only difference, or the only issue with that, is I really like the old school Tyranid warriors that I have, and they're, you know, they're basically a close combat squad outfitted with bone swords and rending claws, and I don't think that they would work. I don't think it would work too well on them. And then if I ever wanted to use them, you know, with my other army, I don't know. I don't know if I could stand how that would look on the table. But who knows? I got a long way to go before I get to that stage anyway. I still got thousands of models to put together, and that's the goal on this journey, is to get everything put together before I start painting again. Like, this is the last, okay, for 40K, other than a few like Imperium magazine things from Necrons and Sisters of Battle and stuff like that, this is the last non Space Marine army left to put together. And I have there's 80 models in each box. So I believe it's 400 infantry per army of the old Warzone box set. I have, wait, no. No, it'll be 200 in each. That's right, because I have 800 total, I believe. Hold on, wait a minute. I have 5 boxes. Or is it 6 boxes? Oh hell, I don't even remember anymore. Or is it 4 boxes? I don't know, but there's 80 models in each box, and it's going to be a lot. And they're basically going to be 2 proxy Imperial Guard type armies, mainly for a game that I made myself. And you know, there's not any vehicles or anything like that, so it'll just be troops. You know, kind of like playing war on the table, like you would with a set of cards, except you'd use dice, of course. So other than your fire and maneuver tactics, you know, the rest is, you know, of course, the dice. Gosh, how many boxes do I have? I had this worked out in my head. But anyway, once those 2 Imperial Guard armies are done...
Cyril Harbor. When you say Warzone, do you mean the old Mutant Chronicles stuff?
Yes. Yep, when it first came out, I got the original box set that had 80 miniatures in it. And I got a bunch of well, like I said, 4 or 5, maybe 6 boxes of those. Because it was, I mean, it was like, why wouldn't you, you know? I mean, it was super cheap. I think you could buy that whole box for $50 or something, maybe, or 40. It was definitely cheap, and I mean, and I love the models. They're amazing. They've all got gas masks. You know, it's basically like World War I sci-fi British against World War I sci-fi Germans, if you will. Call it an alternate reality or something, if you wanted. I'm trying to figure out, in particular on the heads, what I want to put, kind of head I want to put on here. I'm not into the antenna head. I'm not even sure what that's for. Maybe synapse or something. I thought about the one that's got like an acid tongue or something like that, but then you got this freaking chin thing hanging down. I don't really like that. I think I'm just gonna go with a clean look. Maybe I'll do the horn, the 2 tusks. That might.
Cyril Harbor. The one with extra eyes and antenna is enhanced senses makes him BS3.
Oh, okay. Well, if I don't have any guns, it don't matter, right? At least for now.
Not much use on claws yet.
Yeah. What's your take on having the scything talons over the crusher claws? How do you feel about that? Okay, so this one's done. Just got these 3 to do. But anyway, what I was getting at is, once I'm done with that, the rest of my Space Marines, which are probably a couple thousand, like no exaggeration, of just troops. And I don't remember if that includes Primaris or not. Before I get into them, they will be the last thing that I put together, because once I get done with all of the other 40K stuff, I'm gonna put together all of my fantasy stuff, just mainly so I can make sure that I have the room that I need in the shelves. And there's all kinds of crap I want to kit batch for the Tyranids and terrain and stuff like that. I mean, I still have the old vehicle design rules from back in the day. Chapter approved vehicle design rules. I made, when those came out back in 3rd edition, I made a subterranean, you know, like worm type thing that came out. It was all made out of foam. That could carry troops. It was pretty cool. And then I learned of the Haro specs, the old Haro specs, not the new one. I don't think the new one can carry troops. I don't remember. I feel like that's what they did with the Turbogon, but I'm not sure. How do I want to do this? What did I do wrong here? Oh, I didn't kick these up. That's alright, they don't need to all be the same. Well, I kind of like that because it's going to save me space. Probably should have put the big ones on first. I don't know. And I want to be able to get to the arms so I can paint them, so that's going to be an issue.
Cyril Harbor. ID sneak at least one twin claw into a brute for taking out tougher stuff like vehicles or dreadnoughts.
Okay. Huh. So scything talons won't cut it, huh? I would have thought. I mean, well,
Cyril Harbor. We recently had a trip to Warhammer World, and ran into Jess Goodwin in the bar, had like an hour-long chat with him.
oh wow, that's awesome.
Cyril Harbor. He sculpted these.
Yeah, I remember. I think. Do I remember that? Pretty sure. Let's see here. Screamer Killer or Carnifex. I'm looking at Battle Scribe myself.
Cyril Harbor. He was so down to earth. Really nice guy.
Let's see. Strength 6. So if I put crushing claws,
Cyril Harbor. So
Plus
talent
4,
have poke not
okay.
only 18 damage, claws potentially 24.
yeah, I see that now. Strength plus 4, AP minus 3, D3 plus 3. I guess the appeal of the Screamer Killer, though, was the movement. 10-inch movement. Well, I have all these claws. I'm just barely gluing this stuff on anyway. Could always, you know, we get back to the point where I can magnetize it. It won't matter then. Then I can just throw stuff on. I just need to buy the magnets, that's all.
Searle Harbor. But it is an extra 20-25 points, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I've always since I, you know, got into Warhammer, I always looked at and weighed that. I was like, you know, this upgrade seems cool, but how many more bullets can I get? How many more dice can I roll? And back in 3rd, you know, there was plenty of stuff that couldn't hurt stuff, but it didn't matter, you know, if you took out the majority of their army. I mean, that was just, you know, kind of how I sort of played the game, and especially against guys that had, you know, they were really OP and had all these crazy things. That I say OP, I don't mean it like that. I mean like they had a lot better or more expensive armies than I did, is what I mean to say. And it was just, you know, pretty funny to watch, you know, things like okay, why are we having all these problems right now?
Searle Harbor. Is that a type on Battle Scribe on the Screamer Killer? It says 10 attacks.
Yes, 10 attacks. That's what I got. I don't know. Is that a typo?
Searle Harbor. Yikes.
If it's, I don't. Hold on, I got the
Searle
codex
Harbor.
right here.
Screamer Killer all the way.
Hold on, I got the codex right here. Let's see. The new codex, which will probably be replaced here. Screamer Killers. Yep, 10 attacks, man. 10 attacks. Screamer Killer Talons. AP -3, damage 3.
Searle
Yeah.
Harbor. Holy. Yeah, then go for Screamer Killer.
I think they cost more points. Yeah, they're 5 more in points too. And that's without any upgrades. So if you wanted the adrenal glands, spore cysts, and toxin sacs, you're looking at another 10, 20, 30 points for all those upgrades. And then there's some adaptive physiologies that are, I don't know anything really about that stuff, but I'm sure they're probably pretty stout. But I mean, you know, that's just how in my head, you know, the Carnifex is, because that's what I grew up with in 3rd edition. It's just this giant, you know, monstrous battering ram running through, crushing everything, not standing back shooting at stuff, you know. But again, each to their own. If you were playing in a tournament, it might not be a good idea.
With a 10 move, and you're gonna run them most turns. Screamer Killer seems really good. Just ran basic.
Yeah. I don't know how far old One Eye can move. I have to check on him. I think I put, yeah, he has Crusher Claws. I think that's what he comes with. I don't know, I have to look at that again too. I know one thing, I don't want this claw sitting on the ground though, in case I have some uneven terrain. I'll just prop this claw up. Yeah, I have enough warriors enough warriors once I build the 2 Tyranid primes for headquarters, which I can't stand having to have 2 headquarters. That's just ridiculous. And then 1 Ripper Swarm to make a on the dot 1,000 point army, and that's every, well, 3 troop choices of, hold on, yeah, 3 troop choices of 6 each, 6 warriors each. So 2 venom cannons, 2 death spitters, and 2 barb stranglers. Is it barb strangler or devourer? Which one did I think it's whatever. I think it's barb strangler. Hold on, let me see. Venom cannon, death spitter, yeah, barb strangler. So each 3 is that loadout. So that's a lot of venom cannons and barb stranglers, man. Well, and it's a, you know, small model count, 3 wounds each. What else? I'm trying to think what else they have. Oh, and that's with giving them all the upgrades too. Dang, I forgot to clean that up. We're gonna have to push this down or up, one of the two. I think it's gonna be down. No, I might have put a little too much glue on that one. It's alright, we need some that are different so that way I can, if they're all fighting together, I know what's going on. I also have this uncure stuff over here too if I really needed it, but I don't feel like doing it. I don't like that.
Searle Harbor. Ya just looked at my old list and the 600 point list would now be 640. Guess I should just go up to 1000.
Can you do it with upgrades or do you have to buy more models? I really should have put these big ones on first.
Searle Harbor. I've got loads of knits just in a box.
Oh boy. Don't end up like me with NIDs you didn't put together for 20 years. They're all put together now, or almost.
Searle Harbor. Too late. Ha ha ha.
Yep. Yeah, we no longer call it the pile of shame, we call it the mountain of possibilities.
Searle Harbor. The attic of crap.
Yeah. That's how it was for a while for me. Then it became the basement of loathing. Or basement of woe. My very first video on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen it, but I had
Searle
people.
Harbor. The shame basement.
Yeah, I had people asking me if I was a scalper or a reseller, and I was like, no, I just never had the time, and I just kept collecting, hoping one day I'd be able to put all this stuff together and have massive armies, which is what I wanted, not just, you know, I mean, I want to see and play with on a tabletop, for me, the depiction of what the artwork looks like. You know what I mean? In a way.
Cyril Harbor. I think I've seen that. Was there a Necron Titan?
I made one, yeah. My wife and I did together. Call it the Tomb Ancient, and now that they have, what do they call it? Necrons have kind of a Titan thing. It's called gosh, what is it called?
Cyril Harbor. I remember that. It's sick. Big Tomb Stalker.
Yeah. What do they call that thing? Canoptic. Well, man, what is that thing called? It looks like the Triarch Stalker, but it's bigger.
Something heavy construct.
Yeah, so that's what I'm calling it, and those are the rules I'm going to use for it, even though it's like probably twice the size of that thing. At least now I can play with it, you know, with some actual rules and not vehicle design rules. I don't care if it can be seen and they shoot at it and kill it. I just know that if I ever put that on the table, somebody would probably freak out. They'd probably pack up their models and go home. Which is sad, but I would understand. I knew you were going to do that. That's the only drawback to not putting that much glue on. But and I may be going through all this trouble for absolutely nothing because, you know, I may turn around and never, I mean, just leave them as Screamer killers.
Cyril Harbor. Another 20 years in the box.
No, they're going right on the shelf. They got a place and everything right next to old One Eye, who's sitting there waiting on his compadres to show up. Yeah, I really should have put these big ones on first.
Cyril Harbor. Screw it, I'm getting the knits out, let's see what I have.
Nice. It's like going into a store. You just do not want to cooperate.
Cyril Harbor. With the airbrush I bet I could do up the rest of the swarm, and that's me super quick.
I bet. Come on. don't like how this arm is. Damn it. And it's because of this arm back here that I'm having the issues. I'm getting poked like a son of a gun too. Everything's so sharp. Surprised with that little bit of glue that it glued that bad or that hard. That's a little bit crazy. Normally can't get it to glue that solid to save my life. And I can't stand plastic cement. Waiting for that crap to cure. And then if it ever, when it does, you're screwed, because you can't just use, you know, uncure and get it off if you want. That's a little bit better. Thankfully I have enough room in the shelf for this. These outstretched arms, that's the only thing I've been worried about. Trying to maximize my shelf space as much as possible. Come back to you, because I don't like this arm. I don't want things covering up the head, is my issue here now. You bastard, I had you right where I wanted you and then you went and did that. Hopefully one day I'll get a good game in. Somebody. Even if I can play online, that would be good. I don't really know the rules that well, but that's okay. Alright. I think I'm pretty satisfied with that for the most part. I mean, these guys look a little bit the same, but that's because my muscle memory put the damn arms in the same spot. Maybe I can just change this a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. I'd rather have that than all of them looking the same. Although, I don't know exactly how freaking One Eye is. This arm's loose, so I can maneuver that around. Maybe I can kick this one out. That'll give it a little change up there. Okay, let's look at heads. That should be it for the Carnifexes. Screamer Killer.
27 Gene Stealer, primed black.
Ah, weak. That's nothing. I've got how many do I have? Jeez. Not including the Space Hulk box sets, I think I have at least 200. At least. Yeah. At least. Who knows if I'll ever be able to field them. Okay, I think this head right here is the Screamer Killer head. Or, I'm sorry, the was it bioplasma? Or whatever they spit. Bioplasma screen. I think that's it right there. I don't know. What do you think? Is that it? Is that the bioplasma screen head? This one right here?
Cyril Harbor. Yeah, the one with multiple jaws. Cyril Harbor. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Okay.
Cyril Harbor. 36 Hormiguns.
I think that's how many I have exactly with my out of print army. Pretty sure. I'd like to be able to try to take some of this Tyranids stuff and see if there's a way that I can maybe make some chaos monstrosity type stuff too, since I have all these bits that I have no idea what I'm gonna do with. Or maybe do something with orcs, or decorate my orc stuff with Tyranid skulls or heads. Okay, that should be it for heads. I'm going to put them together and then clean them up. Tell you what I need to do is play some Dawn of War. Been missing that game. I need to see how fast old One Eye runs. I forgot I was going to look for that. I hope he's fast. I would think he's as fast as a Screamer Killer, but I don't know. Let those dry for a second. I'm gonna look this up. Let's see. Parasite of Mortrex, that's what it was. I wonder how big that thing is. It's only on a 40mm base, so. Let's see. Where is old One Eye? There he is. Dang, movement's only 8 inches. You son of a gun. 2 monstrous scything talons, thresher scythe, chitin thorns, 2 monstrous crushing claws. 9 wounds, 6 attacks. But how much does he cost? Let's see. I believe he's a headquarter. Yeah. So. He's 250 points. Okay, well...
Cyril Harbor. 16 more Teamagants, 9 Spine Gaunts, a few beat-up Termagants, 3 Warriors, and a very sad Carnifex.
Why is he sad? Oh, that's why he costs so much. He can regenerate D3 lost wounds. Let me see the Screamer Killers, if they have anything special.
Cyril Harbor. Someone converted him into ARM. I don't really know what he can be fixed, I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt. That's the motto of my channel. Anything can be fixed. Oh man, dude, check this out. So, for Screamer
Cyril
Killer...
Harbor. Now for box 2 LOL.
For Screamer Killer, each time an attack is allocated to this model, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of the attack to a minimum of 1. This is not cumulative with any other abilities that reduce the damage characteristic of an attack.
Cyril Harbor. What a beast.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what they mean. So does that mean that if a Space Marine had 2 attacks and his strength was 4, that his strength would be 2? Like you subtract 1 for each attack? I don't know. I don't really understand that. Because it says to
Cyril
him.
Harbor. So you know how your scything talents are damage 3?
Yes.
Cyril Harbor. So if you fail a save you take 3 wounds.
You mean who I attack, not me, right? Like not my Carnifex.
Cyril Harbor.
Yeah.
YETI THX.
So
Cyril Harbor. Asterisk target.
yeah. So it says each time this model fights, if it made a charge move or performed heroic intervention this turn, then until the fight is resolved, add 1 to the attack's characteristics of this model. So if they charge, they get 11 attacks. And then if they die, you roll 1d6 before removing it from play, and on a 6+, the closest enemy unit within 3 inches suffers 1 mortal wound. Huh. Interesting.
Cyril Harbor. Yikes, he's nasty.
Neat. Well, old one eye can't really keep up with them, I guess, but I guess I could. They don't have to move 10 inches, they can move 8 inches. Then again, maybe he just needs to go off on his own and do his own thing. Is there supposed to be something that goes right here? Right here? Because it's flat for some reason.
Cyril Harbor. No, it's just the Dane.
Okay. Because I was saying, I don't see anything on the sprue. Doesn't look pretty,
Searle Harbor.
but it's nice and smooth.
Aw shit, there's a lot more nids.
Sound like me. Before I put everything out on the game table, sorting it all out.
Searle Harbor. Up to 9 warriors total.
Right on. I'm trying to figure out why people say, it's probably a stupid question, why people say anytime you see a girl that's playing 40K, she probably plays Tyranids. I don't understand, I guess, the logic behind that statement. Hey, maybe they do, I don't know. Never seen one. My little man woke up crying. I wonder if his sister woke him up. Think she woke him up or what?
What?
You think she woke him up or what?
I didn't hear anything from her. Did you hear her?
No. All right. We are at the end. I'm gonna turn. I cut the knobs off the end so I could turn the head some to give it kind of a like it's crazy, losing its mind appearance. Something like that. Maybe not that much. I also want it tilted up more so I can see the face better. Would have had 6 Carnifexes, including Old One Eye, but I used one of them, the bodies, to make my own Red Terror. A lot better than the Games Workshop model for sure.
Searle Harbor. 11 more termagants, 3 metal zoanthropes.
Yeah, I have one of the out of print zoanthrope metal ones with the big stupid cranium, and then I have 2 of the metal out of print zoanthropes. The first like new zoanthrope, and then I've got, like I said, 6 of those venomthrope slash zoanthrope things, plastic or whatever. I hope they're plastic. If they're not, that's gonna suck, because I have one venomthrope that's a Citadel fine cast model that I didn't know was a Citadel fine cast model. I never bought it. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these Gene Stealer heads. Other than maybe make a trophy rack or something with them.
Searle Harbor. Mine are the ones with the big bulging brain that have xenomorph mouth vibes.
Yeah, I only have one of those. Oh wait. Big bulging brain. The one that I have, or the two that I have, if you took the armor piece off the top, it's relatively flat on the sides. And then I have the one really, big stupid cranium, like sticks out all weird. Looks really stupid. I mean, it's still kind of cool, but let's see here. Oh, excuse me. Well, that's it for these guys. The rest of it's all parts. So, I guess we could look at trying to make the Tyranid primes. We've got two, if I'm not mistaken, we have two Hive Tyrant bodies. One with wings. Well, technically they both had wings. I just don't know what I did with the other set of wings at the moment. Hold on. What did I do with it? They're supposed to end up with venom cannons. Let's see. Oh, here he is, I think. Yeah. Okay, so here's this guy. So that's two Hive Tyrants that, if I can turn them into Tyranid primes, I don't know if they have to look like a warrior. I mean, I imagine not. But actually, what do we got? 3? Holy crap. How did I end up with 3? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Yeah, it looks like we might have 3 Hive Tyrant bodies. Well, I know that wasn't supposed to happen. There's at least 3 tails and 3 sets of legs. Here's 1 torso. This is for the flying ones, which I don't need. I already have one. So there's that one. Let's see here.
Searle Harbor. I was like, oh cool, 3 warriors, then pulled 6 more out, then a opther and a sprue, 10 gargoyles on the sprue and the non-flying bits of a new Hive Tyrant, and another metal Hive Tyrant.
That's awesome. I have 3 of the old out of print ones, but somewhere along the lines I lost the whip arm for one of them, so now it's got a plastic one from a Tyranid Warrior, but at least I still have the rest of it. Alright, let's see here. So here's that. This is this one. Oh, I know what's going on here. This is the set from the winged hive tyrant that I already made. Okay, so that's good. We don't need that. So we only have 2. Let's look online and find out what people are calling. Well, maybe Games Workshop has one. I don't know. Do they have a Tyranid Prime? Not exactly sure what it is. They look like Tyranid Warriors to me.
Cyril Harbor. The Prime is on the warrior sprue. He has bigger shoulder. I'm looking at the sprue, haha.
Okay, so it has to be a Tyranid Warrior. Well, that
Cyril Harbor.
stinks.
And a bigger head.
That stinks. I put all those guys together as warriors, or the rest of them together to make up more Raveners. I mean, does it really matter?
Cyril Harbor. I don't think anyone would care if it was bigger, only smaller.
Yeah, it would be bigger. I have
Cyril Harbor.
okay.
And cooler.
So I have these shoulder pads. It looks like I have plenty of those. Let's see here. Yeah, here's another set, and then I have. We've got 2 heads, 2 warrior heads. I've got at least 1 warrior face there. I thought there were 2 in here. Maybe it's on the sprue. Is it on this sprue? No. Let's see. Got plenty of Ravener chest pieces, that's for sure. I mean, if you count my metal hive tyrant, that's gonna look the same as these. Then I have 3 ground-based hive tyrants. Could have swore I had another face here somewhere. And the hive tyrant is considerably larger than a warrior. Have 2 of them on the battlefield might make somebody upset. I mean, I'm saying that like I'm going to have a chance to play with somebody. And I haven't played with somebody in years. Okay, there's gotta be... Here's another head. I could have swore I had two mouths over here. Like I just pushed it out of the way. And we've got this one. Is it over here? Gotta love my organizational skills. When I get to modeling, man, all bets are off. Tons of parts over here. Well, one thing I do have is I have two of the old out of print Hive Tyrant heads. That would be unique. Where's the other one? It was right here. Where did you go? Oh, maybe it's still down here. Swore I had another or two more heads. I mean, we do have a ton of these. Oh, look at that. What did I tell you? Oop. There it is. There's actually a couple of them in there. Alright, so we don't need the old metal Tyranid Hive Tyrant head. Alright, so we've got two of these. The real question is, how are we going to sort out the body? Or is it even worth it? Definitely need flesh hooks. Everybody had flesh hooks. That's right. That entire warrior army had flesh hooks. Okay. Let me see. Tyranid Prime. Let's see what their stats are if we can. Oh, looks like my battle scribe screwed up. I have to redo it. Yeah, so the only issue we've got now is gonna be legs, torso. I don't know. Not even sure the juice is worth the squeeze on this one. just put these. I mean, I gotta put them together anyway, but I mean, it might not be so bad if I was able to cut off this horn, but I don't know if I want to do that. And then what makes them different than the Swarm Lord? Let me see. Kind of amazing how much space Battle Scribe takes up in memory. Come on, come on. Alright, so they have 6 wounds, toughness 5, strength 5, 4 attacks. So compared to a Hive Tyrant, which has 12 wounds, I mean, I guess if I really wanted to field it, I could use those out of print guys. They're about the right size. The thing is, I mean, I can obviously take 2 of them that I have and do something with them, but I just don't want to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Tyranid Prime is 100 points.
Cyril Harbor. How does the old metal Hive Tyrant head look on a warrior?
Well, it looks exactly like this one. I don't think it would look very good. I mean, this head is considerably larger than the... I mean, even the Ravener's body is bigger than the warrior body. So I don't think it would look very good at all. And I don't know how you would connect it because the ball joint is back here when the warrior head fits straight down on it. Unless you just wanted him yelling at the sky or something.
Cyril Harbor. Ah, I thought you meant the previous edition one, with the big armor plate.
The big armor plate. Oh, you mean the one that looks like a
Cyril
warrior
Harbor.
head? Yeah,
Metal Tyrant.
I have one of those, but because I only had one, actually I think he might have been my very first, no, I had the out of print Hive Tyrant, well, I mean, the one before that, second edition Tyranid Codex, whatever. Anyway, that one, I only have one of him, and because I only had one of him and I really didn't like him to begin with, I tore him apart and turned him into a dominatrix for Epic. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to roll with this, and maybe I can well, I mean, what What's the difference between a hive tyrant and a swarm lord? I mean, really? I mean, besides the amount of points.
Cyril Harbor. Just 4 swords, right?
Oh, he only has 4 swords? That's all he uses? Why the hell would I want that?
Cyril Harbor. He's nails though.
Really?
Cyril Harbor. Like 1v1 Abaddon.
Okay. Well, shit. Because I have the metal hive tyrant that has the venom cannon. I have a winged hive tyrant. I'm pretty sure you can only have one of those. I might be wrong. He does have 13 wounds and a toughness 8. 9-inch movement. That's pretty damn fast. Looks like he's got smite plus 2 hive mind powers. And he can cast 2. Can he cast 2 psychic powers in a psychic phase?
Cyril Harbor. Think he used to have a big and bull in combat too.
Well, he's got a 2+ save. He's got a 4+ invulnerable. Yeah, he's pretty good. I feel like I need to make him just because. Bone sabers.
Cyril Harbor.
So what is a
Do
bone?
that still have a power that gives you plus onto your invul?
I don't know anything about that. Well, don't know. What would I look for on that in this codex? Like, where would I find that?
Cyril Harbor. Psychic power.
Okay. Let's see. I don't see anything in the hive mind discipline unless there's some kind of stratagem maybe, or hold on, adaptive physiologies. No. Battleforged rules.
Cyril Harbor. There's Catalyst, to give you 5+ feel no PI on that would be good on the Swarm Lord.
Okay. But then if you don't get that, do you get to make your save or? Like if you didn't roll the 5+ and you lost the wound.
Searle Harbor. Take your save or invulnerable, then if you fail you get to make your 5+ feel no pain.
Ah, yeah, that's right, like Death Guard. I mean, not Death Guard, Death Company. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we are going to make a Swarm Lord. We need 4, well, it looks like they have all 4 here, so that's good. The real question is, which head am I supposed to use? I mean, which chin? I'm assuming maybe this one with the, whatever this is, hanging off of his chin. I did see a stratagem for Endless Swarm. I like that. Alright, so we need this, these legs. You know, I've got an extra set of Carnifex legs. I wonder if that would look better on this guy.
Searle Harbor. The one with the beard horn is for standard Hive Tyrant, I believe, but it's all the same. Smiley face.
Okay. I have an extra pair of Carnifex legs. Do you think they would look better? Oh, never mind. They can't. I see why. That sucks. I'm trying to figure out if an exocrine is really worth it or not. Hold on. I have this sneaking suspicion that the Swarm Lord is going to get played with more than anybody else, any other Hive Tyrant. I don't know why, but I know when I get into 3D printing, I'm gonna try to see if somebody's got Starship Troopers stuff out there. I'm sure it's out there. StarCraft. I'd love to have Hydralisks and stuff. Zerg running around.
Cyril Harbor. So I don't have any legs for this beat up Carnifex. I'm literally cutting the same bits out as you to fix him.
That's alright. He will thank you for it down the road as he's slaughtering Space Marines or something. Call him Gimpy. Oh, no. Call him Leg Day. As a joke. LD. Okay, I think that's it for this. Wait, what's that? Some kind of collarbone or something. Not sure. Oh, that's not one or the other, that's the whole mouth. So the chin is on there regardless. Okay. Let's see here. I think we have an instruction manual around somewhere. Okay, this is... If we can at least get the body done. I mean, let's see why it would be so hard to figure out. I must have started putting this together or something. I don't remember.
Cyril Harbor. Those are all the bits you have left if you made a flying hive Tyrant. Cyril Harbor.
Yeah.
Well, aside from the body.
Well, I definitely have two full hive tyrant or whatever's bodies over here. So somewhere along the line. Oh, that's why. Because we have... Wait. You have the Flying Hive Tyrant box set. You have the little Battle Force box set. And then maybe I just bought another one. I don't know, man. I'm old. That's my excuse. Although, I could probably take that other Hive Tyrant and make that parasite thing. I don't know if it's any good, because I have wings. I don't think it's that big. It fits on a 40mm base. Although with these Carnifexes, I guess they changed the base size. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not buying nothing for them. That's what they came with. That's what they get. Games Workshop has priced me out on worrying about that crap for the most part. I also can't believe they went up on the pricing. I feel like something's supposed to go on here. Maybe this. Yep.
Searle Harbor. Only have one set of talons for this carny, but if I'm putting the sword arms on the metal tyrant to make her swarm lord, his spare talons can go on this.
Yeah. Yep, that's a good point. I think what I'm going to do for that warrior deal is I'm just going to pull one warrior from each of the big squads to turn into those primes. So they should still, I think, hold on, let me check. I think you could still get the 2 venom cannons if you do that, but I gotta check. Let's see here. Ooh. Maybe not. Nope, that's not gonna work. You gotta have 3, I guess. Oh wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, you can't have 2 venom cannons. Well, I mean, we'll see if I trade the venom cannon out for the barbed strangler. Okay. So basically, yeah, so either way you still only end up with 1 venom cannon in that squad and 1 barbed strangler. But you can still do death spitters. Yeah, it'll be worth it. I don't care. I don't really play to win anyway. I just play to have fun. What was I doing? Oh. Having a hard time trying to figure out which side that goes on. I wonder. I feel like they're supposed to poke like this way, not in, but I don't know. Yeah, that looks about right. trim all these pieces that they made. I don't know why they did this. Sharp as hell too. Alright, how does this go on the fucking ankle? Yeah, I guess if I'd looked at the numbers, it would have been easier, but I didn't realize this was on the back. Okay, so let's try to figure these out. looks like an inside one. Probably this side. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's outside for this one. Pretty sure it goes on this one. I'm just not getting it to fit right for some reason. Alright, bastard. It's not the one. I cannot tell. Come on. It's really starting to irritate me. Wow, man, this sucks. Wait. I think we found one. Nope. Damn, man. It's not fitting in here for some reason the right way on any of these. Yeah, it looks like it fits right in there, but it's not laying correctly. Nope.
Searle Harbor. If it's any consolation, I know no to dry fur those parts.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to do before, but it doesn't seem to really matter.
Searle Harbor. Lots so fiddly.
Yeah. Let me see here. Luckily we have a second kit, right? Maybe I can figure out which one is which. I'm gonna take this one off too. Alright, so we're looking for one that's got this little I think this one is 20. Yeah, that one's 20. This one is 14, I think. This one is 16, so there's 16 on the outside of that leg. There's 17. Alright, so at least we know one leg. And then 20 is this one. 20 is on the outside of the leg. That one's there. Okay, hopefully this works. Just figure out how they lay in there. So good.
Legonomics 2. Hi.
How's it going? Yeah, so you still got the right one, but it's trying to figure out.
Legonomics 2. Good ho about you.
Just struggling with this model. Other than that, doing alright.
Legonomics 2. Rib.
Yeah. It's these stupid dew claws on this guy. This Swarm Lord. I mean, you can see where it goes in, but it's just not. this is annoying.
Legonomics 2. Maybe try and trim the joint a bit more.
Yeah, it's not that. I didn't mean to say that it won't go in. I mean it's not. What am I trying to say here? It's not lining up correctly, even though this is the one that goes there. I don't know why it's trying to be the bane of my existence. And I seem to possibly remember having this same issue on another Hive Tyrant, but I can't remember. Yeah, see, it just never lines up like it's supposed to. Oh, there we go. Jeez, that took forever. Alright, now we get to fight with this one. Okay, this goes on the outside. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to kick out. I think we got it. Oh man, this is ridiculous.
Legonomics 2. What paint scheme you going to go with on them?
I'm torn between sort of a coconut crab scheme, but not the one, I mean like a real coconut crab, not the thing that's floating around, and with various colors on different ones, because no coconut crabs aren't all the same color, like real ones. And I'm not gonna do any specific like hive fleets, because I'd like to be able to just say they belong to whoever, you know. Jeez, that was a pain. Alright, now we can move on. Jeez, man. But painting is a long way off. I've got thousands and thousands of models still to put together, and that's no exaggeration.
Yeah, I understand that, but ooh, coconut crab would be cool.
Yeah, no, I just mean, you know, the way that you know, most people are doing it or trying to do it. The dots aren't really coconut crab, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't really appeal to me that well. But who knows, by the time I get to painting, maybe it will. Maybe it'll be the easier of the method because of where I'm at in the painting stage. There is no telling. But I have so many stinking models. It's crazy.
Lego No Mix 2. All trying it?
Well, no, I have every army except for Votan. And there's a few fantasy armies I don't have. If you go and take a look at my first video ever on
Lego
YouTube.
No Mix 2. Oh
yeah,
dang.
if you go look at my first video on YouTube that I ever did, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's, I mean, you'd think you're gonna think it's a store. Okay, what does this
Lego
piece
No
go
Mix
to?
2. What's your channel name?
Angry Badger Minis, just like here. And then I also have Instagram. What is this thing? What does this go to? Oh, there it is. Was that supposed to go in there first? Oh no, it goes on afterwards. Okay, so it goes up here. Gotcha. Okay, I thought it was a collar piece. These instructions are horrible. Cool. I think we're about ready to put him together. The question is, I need to look and see if I care about changing his base size to whatever they say it is.
Lego No Mix 2. Holy crap, you're not joking.
No, I'm not. and that's not even including terrain. Let's see here. Wahapedia. Swarm Lord, where are you? Tyranids. They have him supposedly on a 60mm base, which is what we have. That's fine.
Lego No Mix 2. You get any like custom or proxy stuff, or are you someone who just gets like GW in Forge World?
Oh no.
Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations.
Nobody cares.
You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Yeah, if you look at, I don't have a whole lot of proxy stuff, but if you take a look at, oh gosh, if you type in Gorgon, you'll see, I had a friend of mine that did 3D prints for me of the Deathcore of Creed Gorgon models. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Why are you being an idiot? What is going on? You're are supposed to fit right in there. Gosh, man, this model is just being a pain in my ass.
Searle Harbor. Other side.
Oh, yeah, I just, right when it said your name, I realized what was going on. Gotta love it. What the hell? We're still jacked up here.
Searle Harbor. I'm just waiting for mine to dry minus the toe claws as it's for the carny.
There we go. Jeez, man. Shouldn't have to be this hard. I shouldn't have to be this old.
Lego No Mix 2. Oh dang, that Gorgon is dope.
Yeah,
Searle Harbor.
there's
The flat bit on the tail lays on the base.
I don't have a flat bit on my tail. Yeah, the Gorgon, actually, I don't know if it's, I think it's in that video.
Searle Harbor. Oh lol.
There's 50, I have 2 Gorgons and there's 50 printed troops as well that fit inside that you'll be able to, you know, I'll be able to take out when they deploy. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I'm just waiting on some Dark Eldar parts right now that I wanted in a proxy Dark Eldar. Oh god, what's that thing called? It's their biggest ship. Gosh, what is it called? I think it starts with a T. Oh, shoot, I can't remember.
Searle Harbor.
That's
Tantalus
it.
or something.
Yeah, Tantalus.
Searle
That's it.
Harbor. I'm not sure.
No, you got it. Tantalus. That's what it was. Yeah, I've got a custom one being made. I don't really like the Forge World GW stuff on that. Oh gosh, his leg wasn't glued on. I put together, gosh, I don't even know how many out of print Dark Eldar models, 3rd edition Dark Eldar models. And had I made witches out of a lot of them. I think 60 witches, and I had custom heads made for them. And I think that's in one of the Dark Eldar videos. And then I think we have 40 scourges, and I had 3D printed wings for them as well, using the and the heads as well for the out of print models. Why does it seem like we're missing something here? Because we are.
Searle
We're missing
Harbor.
the crotch area.
Those old metal witches were hell to put together for me.
I've got one right here, actually. Uglier than sin. That's why I'm not using it. Yeah, I'm definitely missing a crotchal region part. Crotchal region right there. And I think I know why. I think it is on the what you call it? The guy, the winged hive tyrant. So, what can I do to fix that? I could probably green stuff it, to be honest. Actually, I'm pretty sure I could. If I just figure out how it goes. Let me get this one off and I'll figure out how it goes on there. Actually, I'll use this one since this is the Swarm Lord. and then we'll figure out what we're doing for the other Tyrant. When we won't need to do that because we're going to make the parasite of whatever area. Starts with an M. I can't remember all this nonsense. Parasite of something. I'm gonna take this Swarm Lord when I'm ready to actually paint him and stuff, and I'm gonna build this base up so he's standing up a little higher, but I've got to make sure that I have the right measurement for the right shelf that he's on. Otherwise that could be problematic. Let's see, which way do I want his body to be in a stance? Probably like that. Yeah. And I want him reared back just a hair, but not enough to see that base or that connection point. Alright, so unless I'm missing something, all we've got is the arms and the head, right? There's nothing else that goes to this Swarm Lord dude. No kind of crazy, well, maybe we could add something to him to make him look a little more standoutish from the other guys. From the actual Hive Tyrant. Some kind of, I don't know. I thought we had I guess he doesn't come with the adrenal glands? Something?
Searle Harbor. Is the mouth open?
Yes. Yep. So he doesn't get like adrenal glands and stuff like that. So just wondering if maybe I had like another horn or something I could put on him. I mean, I know I do somewhere.
Searle Harbor. Howl's shape of the horn? Or repulse it?
Got some pieces here from a Trigon, chest pieces. I don't know if they would work on anything, like a loincloth or a new chest piece to make him look like he's, you know, tougher. Maybe put one, nah, it won't fit on his back. Let me see here. I'm gonna cut this off.
Searle Harbor. The smooth one looks good.
The what? Oh, the smooth one. Alright, let's see. Do we put it on his try to put it on his chest. But then it's just hanging off. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. Well,
Cyril Harbor. If you trimmed off the bottom bit,
it's
Cyril Harbor, of the plate.
I wasn't thinking that was the problem. I was thinking because it doesn't curve enough, even if I trim off the whatever to get around like this, you know. Look, we could try it though. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Not gonna use it on anything else probably.
Cyril Harbor. Offer his chest, I was thinking.
Okay. I think it's kind of the same problem though. I mean, that was my original idea, was to put it on his chest, because that would make more sense, but see, look at this stream, all interactive and shit. Just don't tell me to paint it pink. I mean, could maybe get it to work. I don't know. It doesn't really look right. Nah, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Cyril Harbor. If it was another plate shotter, but you would have to clip off the things on his chest already.
I'd have to, yeah, I'd have to clip
Cyril
this
Harbor.
off.
Might be a lot of effort.
Yeah, a lot of effort for a possible not something you like, basically. I mean, if it was up a little higher maybe, but if it was up a little higher it doesn't look too bad, but then I don't think I can get the head in there, because the head has to fit. Yeah, it won't work with the head. Let's see. No. Well, it was worth a shot. Alright, well, we're going to put the arms on first. I think they're all the same. And I want kind of a wide stance with the arms, like he's in a challenge mode. Actually, this arm needs to come back. I think. Yeah. This one too. Wait a minute. Hold on. This better be the same size arms. This one feels thicker for some reason. I don't know why. That explains it. These are bent more than the other ones. Just slightly more.
Mandu 5511 Gaming. Tyranids.
I'm surprised the
Mandu 5511 Gaming. Noggy Lurk.
what the hell is that thing? Noggy Lurk? I don't know. Trying to figure out how I want this to be.
Mandu 5511 Gaming. That's me whenever I see a Tyranid. LOL, what the hell is that thing?
Right on. Well, I am making a Swarm Lord right now, or finishing it up.
Cyril Harbor. Wondering if I should go 5 shooty warriors and 5 combat warriors or all shooty.
I mean, if that's all you have, I'd do one of each. I mean, one squad of each. How does this pose look to you? His head's gonna be facing the camera.
Mandu 5511 Gaming. Menacing.
Good. Kind of what I'm going for.
Cyril Harbor. Dynamic AF.
But I mean, this sword right here is fine being up like that. Without
Cyril
gluing.
Harbor. Looks like he's going your next.
It's gonna be like that.
Mandu 5511 Gaming. Looks like he's about to swipe.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Like he slashed with this one, he's about to swipe with that one. That looks good. Oh, he died. He failed all of his saving throws at once. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on. Not much. Did I literally just break that off? I sure did. Ain't that a bitch? I literally just broke his freaking arm off. Well, it wasn't ready, I guess. I honestly never thought that I would have a Swarm Lord in my army. But after looking at those stats, it's a little hard to argue.
Mandu 5511 Gaming. I just finished putting together my squad of Dire Avengers.
Dude, if you look up my channel on YouTube, I made my own Dire Avengers from my old Eldar Guardians. They're pretty legit. Because I just don't like, I don't know, I just don't like the Eldar Dire Avengers or whatever. I didn't like the old ones, I don't like the new ones. But I think it's the giant, you know, feathery mohawk type
Mandu
thing.
5511 Gaming. Let me go look. You said YouTube?
Yeah, Angry Badger Minis as well. And then just, you know, type in Eldar. You can also, if you want, check out the very first video to see what I'm doing. Like why I have a channel. Alright. Well, I don't like that arm. I don't know why this arm... I got too much glue in there for one, but I don't like the way that arm is. I can't quite figure out how I want that to be. I'm trying to make it like maybe he's parrying and getting ready to slash. But that's the problem. The ball joint doesn't want to give me that freedom of movement to do that. Well, ain't that some bullshit? Yeah, I think that's better with it pointed down. Yeah, he looks pretty awesome. Thank you for sort of kind of convincing me to do this, because I probably wouldn't have. I still feel like my old metal one is bigger than this one. I'm just not sure why. It may not be, but I don't know. We'll find out later. Get some water here. That's good for a night's work. 4 Carnifexes and a Swarm Lord that I hadn't planned on doing. It's pretty awesome. I know if I was a Space Marine, I wouldn't feel any fear, but I'd be like, well, shit. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all these spare parts. I mean, I literally have, what is this? 50, maybe 60 sprues of this. So much crap. Because all my Termagants have flesh borers. I would rather have the range than worry about all the other nonsense. And the spine fists just don't really do it for me. And these, what are these? What's this one right here? I can't remember. Devourer?
Cyril Harbor. Honestly, this Carnifex is getting there.
That's good. Well, dude, I mean, if you can, shoot me a picture on Discord. Put it in the artwork part. What did you put the wrong mouse over there? I did. Over here trying to move my mouse around, I can't. Oh, damn. Slim made a Gundam of some kind.
Searle Harbor. Gonna need some sculpting as the guy had built it backwards.
Wait, what? How the hell did you do that? Turn the tail backwards, maybe? So the tail was coming underneath his body, probably, huh? I think I've seen that before, though. Is the problem you're having trying to take it apart because of the glue? Because if it is, and no, I'm not sponsored by these people, you can get this stuff.
Searle Harbor. Head on the back ball joint, legs on the front joint.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say you can get this stuff and it'll uncure super glue and stuff. I don't know if it'll help for I don't think it'll help for plastic cement, but there it is. Let's see. Oh. Ouch. What? Well, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, hell, by the time you paint that, you're not even gonna know. Did he cut off the vents on top? Is that what he did? Or maybe he was trying to make something else. Maybe that's not a Carnifex. Is that like a Harospex or something? I know they have relatively the same body, I think, or style.
Searle Harbor. So had to cut the head apart to remove it. He had cut the vents and swapped them around, but not gap filled. It was just honestly ready for the bin. Searle Harbor. It had no legs, just the tail.
Well, those legs don't look bad. I mean, in my opinion. Hell, if anything, he's taller than mine. I probably could have kicked him up a little bit, but there's really no point. I mean, Well, I am at...
Cyril Harbor. But cleaning the torso up and adding the tyrant legs, and then adding the mace tail bit onto a cut down Tyrant tail.
I think it's gonna be good to go. Ooh, excuse me.
Cyril Harbor. It will do, smiley face.
Oh, for sure. I just wonder how you're gonna do the vents, or if you're even gonna bother with it. Well, I am going to call it a night. I need to try to get some sleep anyway. And I don't want to start
Cyril
another
Harbor.
project.
If you check the one on my Insta eye with the guns I sculpted the plates over, bet you didn't even notice it has no vents, smiley face.
You're probably correct. Let me see. I know that I saw something that it was weird to me, but I didn't figure it out. Hold on. Let me go back to your thing.
Cyril Harbor. The dock effects.
Yeah. I did notice that. It didn't occur to me the vents weren't there. It just occurred to me that it was smooth. So then you're going to be able to make that match no problem. That's awesome. You got the one that's got one set going down the middle. Oh, no, I see the other ones on the side. It's just the way the camera angle is. Right on. Well, like I said, I'm gonna call it a night finally. Thank you guys for hanging
Cyril
out.
Harbor. For sure. Was good to see you, dude. Thanks for the stream.
Anytime. Like I said, I try to keep them. I try to do as much as I can. It's just school, you know, when that's going on. Sometimes it's a little hard. But you know, I'll be, you know, obviously trying to post stuff. And normally I don't get on until about 10, but you know, we'll see what's going on. So, but anyway, I appreciate it, everybody, and good to see you, Cyril, and we'll catch you guys later.